Hey there, everybody. How are we doing? I am live on YouTube. So what I'm going to do today is talk a little bit about what came through over the last few weeks regarding spirit calling this thing the whoosh, and how it was going to evolve in 2021. And then I'm going to do some spirit dictionary readings from what was formerly known as the Magic Dictionary. So if you're online with me, when you pop online with me, put a little note in the chat that, yes, Donna, I would love a reading with you and spirit. Thank you. And that's going to be for your 2021 purpose. If you're viewing this after the event, obviously I won't be pulling words then. I'm only pulling them now for the live event. And if it's your first time here watching me, please make sure you subscribe to my channel and turn on the alert notifications so that you receive updates when new videos are posted or when I do any live events. There's a lot of information on here that I've been sharing over the last 5-6 years, and things are starting to get even better now. I won't say good or bad, but I'll say things are starting to get very interesting with 2021. So there'll be a lot more short videos coming up because there's so much coming through right now. I was just trying to get rid of a lot of stuff on old flash drives that I had. So I was rereading and re-listening to things that I channeled 8 years ago, and they were really fabulous. So I started posting a little bit of that, but it reminded me how much things I've said 8 or 9 years ago are now coming to full fruition in 2021. And not just for all of us, well, of course, for all of us, but for me also. So when I woke up this morning, I wasn't feeling that great. I've got the whole COVID exhaustion thing going on. I've always had depression my whole life. So this morning I'm like, I'm done. This is just like not working for me. I'm out of this mediumship deal. I'm out of this making videos. I'm out of this social media. I'm just going to lay here for another hour. But I didn't. Something inside me pushed me to do a little bed yoga. Have you ever done bed yoga? Fabulous. Don't have to get out of your PJs. So I spent about an hour doing that. And then I got up. I started going through old flash drives. And about an hour ago, something said, Donna, it's time you post another video on YouTube. So here I am. I decided to combine it with the whoosh and then do a little bit of spirit dictionary readings after that for your 2021 purpose. This is only going to be about a half an hour. So if you're logged on and you want one, I see you already who have started to log on. I will definitely get to that. I'm going to talk first about the whoosh. So if you know anything about me, I tend to get stuff from spirit during readings with other people where spirit is telling me something that not only the person needs to know, but that I need to know. So I know 4 years ago, I was seeing and hearing from spirit what was going to happen over the next 4 years. Now I saw what was going to come from an event, but I wasn't able to see the event. So what I was seeing is this big shift, that there was going to be some negative stuff going on, that whatever was happening in the White House was happening because there was this sort of energy around it. And spirit told me at that time, don't worry, we've got it under control now. So I said, okay, great. I don't have to do anything about this. And they're like, nope, you're all set. So I stopped thinking about it, but I watched it unfold the last 4 or 5 years. I've watched things unfold. Again, I could see what was happening, but I didn't recognize a bigger event that was going to happen. So then 2020 happens, and there's the event. I'm like, there it is. A lot of things I had heard years before were now saying to Donna, you see what had to happen in order for this to happen. So I was all on board with it. I was saying 2020, great. Show me what you got. And then things started just like, right? Everybody was just trying to survive 2020. I lost my job that I was going to start in the summer. So I had to like keep like shifting. There were a lot of videos on here about plot twists and course corrections. I just kept correcting myself. I've had enough happen in my 50 plus years on this planet to know that when shit happens, I got to roll with the shit. I don't have to roll in it, but I got to roll with it. So I was just rolling with 2020. A lot of things happened. My mother passed away. I lost my job. My daughter moved out of New York City for the summer, and she was experiencing her own change. So there's a lot of things that were happening. So we were all about surviving in 2020, right? So about not even a month ago, I was doing a reading with a friend of mine, Sarah. Shout out if you're watching, and you will be watching later. And we were just kind of riffing off each other. Like a lot of this happens. A lot of stuff that Spirit wants to say to me happens when I'm in a reading, like I said. So I started saying things like, there's something coming. I see that Spirit showing me that the veil is thin, even though we know there's not a veil anymore. It's like it was one of those, an automatic window, you know, and that we've had control over the power switch. So the window was the veil. And some of us had that sun protection, so you couldn't see through the window. But all the while knowing, you know, you put the window down a little bit, you only saw a little bit, and then you put down the window a little bit more, you could see a little bit more. And Spirit was saying to me at that moment, it's just like it's time now. The window is all the way down. So now we can see out this window that we made up, right? It's all about our interpretation. So Spirit says I just feel in my head during this time, there's this big whoosh that's going to come. And I'm saying to my friend Sarah, I don't know what the whoosh is or what it represents, but I'm feeling it's something powerful. Like there was a log jam of people wanting to shift in 2020. Like, so they gave me this image. I didn't even see an image, but I saw a log jam of some sort. The image came later. A log jam of some sort. In 2020, again, we're just trying to survive. So a lot of us didn't do the shift or didn't become the shift, which is what 2020 was about, becoming the shift. So there was this fine line when the window was up and down, but now the window is totally open and Spirit says, this is it. We're doing this. We're supposed to shift. We're supposed to become the shift. Okay, that sounds good to me. So what I was seeing also during this reading is that there's a lot of things, and I've heard this in the past, there's a lot of things that we're doing right now for something in the future. However, that future hasn't presented itself yet. That person's not available yet. That experience isn't available yet. So we'd had to ride this kind of a pause button over these last few years. But Spirit's now saying, okay, play button has been pressed. Let's see what's going to happen now in 2021. Remember, the window's down. All right. So I go away from that reading with Sarah thinking, wow, that whoosh. I don't know what that whoosh is. But Sarah's like, well, let me know when you know what the whoosh is, because I didn't know if it would be something literal or figurative. And we've had enough stuff happening in 2020 that I didn't want this like literal whoosh to happen. So then I'm in a magic dictionary. Was it a magic dictionary? No, it was, I'm not sure, but it's listed somewhere. My last upload to YouTube, where I did some timestamps, and you'll see where the whoosh. So I'm doing this reading with one of the participants of this live event, and I start imaging this funnel. And Spirit's telling me that the funnel of everything prior to 2021 was really large, and everybody was going in ready for the shift, ready to move. But the funnel has an opening that's very thin. Welcome 2020, where Spirit, the universe, whatever, we had to have this happen, where the funnel, the ability to get out of this and into the shift was squeezing everybody. And there wasn't enough room to get through. So there was a log jam. So during this reading, Spirit said, okay, what we're going to do, and I'm not even realizing yet if it's the shift, if it's the whoosh, but Spirit comes along in my head with this big scissors and cuts the bottom of the funnel. So as Spirit cut the bottom of the funnel, now it's everybody's plowing through, right? So now I'm feeling that is the whoosh. So we're ready now. 2021 has become the whoosh and the evolution where now things in our future are ready. So it's more important now to read 2020's interpretation, JFK's interpretation of what 2020 is when he said it's you are becoming the shift. You're not in the shift. You're not waiting for the shift. You're not feeling the shift. You are becoming the shift. So that 2021 and the whoosh now and this 2021, this ability to become multidimensional, which is 2021, because we couldn't do it if we were jammed up in the end of that funnel. So go back and watch those YouTube videos. Okay, so now comes the time where I'm going to do a couple of readings for a couple of people that are on. Ocean, I see you. I'm just assuming that's your name. And Yanni, I see you. We're going to pull a couple of words from Spirit Dictionary about your 2020 purpose to be specific. But first, I'm going to read one, pull a word for everybody. More about our evolution and what we need. Today I'm using the old dictionary that I got at the institute that I used to work at. So I'm going to do that. Everybody who's online with me right now, take a deep breath in and out, and let's pull a word for our evolution. You can hear me spinning the pages, and then I close my eyes. If you've never done this before with me, go back and look and join in the next one. I announce them on Facebook, so like it on Facebook, my page, Donna Boyle Media. Okay, so for our evolution as souls right now, going forward, the word is supplicant, one who entreats or asks earnestly and humbly. Supplicant. What a beautiful word, Spirit. Thank you so much. So what I'm hearing from Spirit is it's time to ask. It's time to ask with that humbleness. Donna speaking. When I first started, I was just like, why are you coming to me, Spirit? Why am I doing this work? For 20 years, I clean toilets. I live in nowhere, Vermont. Why me? But I was humble about it. I'm like, okay, if you want me to do it, I guess I'm going to do it. So Spirit's asking again to be supplicant, to ask earnestly and humbly. Almost, it says also to beseech this. So go into your prayer mode, go into your meditation mode. Go to speak whoever you speak to in Spirit and say, I humbly beseech you. I humbly beseech myself to be able to receive my 2021 purpose, my ability to move as the shift, humbly and earnestly. Let's get on it. Good word for all of us in Spirit. Thank you. Thank you so much. Spirit, that was a good one. Okay, everybody, deep breath in and out. I'm going to do ocean. So this is going to be for your purpose, what you might need to know going forward. Okay, flipping the pages. My eyes are closed. Everybody take a deep breath in and out. So it's a fish. I like the fish ones, okay? The fish is number 2. I'll show you this in a minute. And it's a tarpon. So we've had this before. So my flipping led me to the fish page and to number 2 on the page, which is a tarpon. We've had this word before. Now I've got to go through the dictionary and go to the word tarpon because I want to see what a tarpon fish is. I'm already hearing you're swimming through, swimmingly, Spirit says. You are moving through the waves of your own life. They said, but feel yourself even bigger than what you think. Be limitless. Don't define yourself by what you defined yourself as last year or the year before, right? Let's throw away what happened last year. Some of it may still bleed into this year because the only reason I talk about the years is because there's a different purpose every year. But it doesn't mean we have to do it in January. It could take a few months. So I haven't even hit tarpon yet, but they're already giving you a message. Ocean. Oh, That's pretty interesting that your name is Ocean. I just got that. So as you flow along, anybody else who's joined, if you want a word, I'm only going to be on about another 15 minutes. So you need to put something in the comment that you'd like a word. So I'm still going to go to Tarpon, Tarpon. Here it is. So it's along the coast of Florida. It's a large sea fish found in the West Indian waters and along the coast of Georgia and Florida. I mean, as you know, I'm in Florida. What I'm seeing, because there's a little picture of this fish here, is a lot of scales. And I have this image of, I don't like this image of when you scale a fish, right? You have to get rid of all those scales. Spirit's saying you don't have to die to get rid of your scales. So what I'm seeing is this vision of you as this tarpon fish going through the waters with lots of seaweed and sticks. And all you do is rub against those seaweed and sticks, and that makes your scales, which I'll call past stuff, just kind of flake off you. So in your next meditation, envision yourself going through the water and just going against, you know how cats like to rub against something, like marking their scent, but they also animals like to rub against trees, to rub off stuff, whether it's bugs or whatever, or dirt. But you as the fish, swimmingly accepting your shift, right? Right. Good, Ocean, good. So that's a beautiful word to have. Keep swimming, just keep swimming. Be the fish, be the shift. We'll talk to you again. Thanks so much, Ocean, for joining. All right, I'm going to do for Yanni now. Anybody else is on and you want a word, you have to put in the comments. Please give me a word. Thank you, because I don't see who you are. I only see that. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe later when you log off. Would love to see it. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Ocean. Okay, so we're doing Yanni. Thanks. Yanni, this is for your 2021. What's going forward? Everybody, deep breath in and out. Spirit says, no, not that, Donna. This, Donna. So I see clef in music, a sign sometimes used to mark the middle line or the fourth line of a staff as middle C. So I'm immediately, my image is drawn to this the fourth line, the fourth dimension. If you've ever seen my videos about raising and the vibration and getting into third dimension, which is what we are in, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh dimension and up. Fourth dimension is that ability to get out of third, which is 3D, which is I'm just walking around living my life, not thinking there's anything out there that I need to access. So moving yourself now, Yanni, into fourth dimension where you're starting to realize, things are happening. I love that's happening. So you're recognizing and starting to honor the synchronicities, honoring some shifts in you, honoring that people are in your life to teach you a lesson, to give you a message, that people come and go. So Yanni, I feel that you've been moving through fourth for a pretty long while. It's time to move into fifth, where fifth is all about present moment now. We're sitting around going, wow, what just happened there? And learning a lot more messages. We're learning how not to react, but to respond. And then once you hit that fifth dimension, you're moving into sixth dimension, where that's really present moment, moving through present moment without any awareness, just moving, honoring that. So I'd love to hear more that's going to be happening to you. You're saying, yes, it's happening. I love that. So moving in from third to fourth, recognizing fourth. There's a lot of videos on my channel about fourth and fifth dimension, honoring that and moving through. Thank you too for joining, and all the other people that are going to join later and listen. But I appreciate that. So any questions down in the comments, please make sure you like this video so that shows up later, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm still doing readings. Email me down below. You have a link. I'm going to be doing a lot of these Magic Dictionaries events. I also have some private events that go on, and you have to be on the list in order to get those emails. So email me that you'd like to be on the list, and you'll get going forward for February and March. There are going to be some more events. I'm also teaching yoga classes online on Saturday mornings at 10. So if you want that link, again, you have to email me and let me know. Doesn't go through this, it goes through email, where you'll get a Zoom link. Thanks again, everybody, for joining, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.